Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another review. And this is a review of a 2012 film that came out that surprised me. I didn't expect this movie to be as good as it was. I didn't see it in 2012. I saw it like 2 years ago on DVD, and I got a lot of kick. I got a kick out of this. And no, I've never seen the original TV show, so don't ask. I've only seen this movie, and still got to see the sequel, and hopefully the crossover comes out good. And that is 21 Jump Street. They're getting too old for this shift. Yeah, this movie is a totally hilarious movie. I agree with that. It will make you that will have you laughing until it hurts. Sean Edwards, Fox TV. I agree with that. This film is very funny. I was surprised because the original Jump Street TV show which I never seen, but it's more like a crime drama, like thriller show. It wasn't really a comedy. This one they turned it into a comedy, but it worked. Who knew that two actors that people had very little faith in would make such a hilarious, awesome, freaking action packed, really entertaining movie. There are flaws in the movie, but I'll get to that. But the pros first. The two actors are really good together. They have amazing chemistry, and nobody saw that coming. Not even the studios. This is just the single disc DVD. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum are absolutely amazing in this movie as Jenko and what was his other name? I forgot what the other one's name was, but they both are very funny together. Jonah Hill lost a lot of weight so he could do this movie, and it definitely shows. He looks really good here. Channing Tatum, of course, I've liked him from the G.I. Joe films and from Step Up and a bunch of other. Even Magic Mike, I thought he was good in that. They're so hilarious. Without these two in the movie would be extremely generic because it wouldn't have two leads that were kick ass. I mean, the film, they start off as cops, like just busting some people on bikes or whatever, and they're both in the police academy trying to one up each other, and basically it's kind of like a brotherhood kind of slash rivalry between the two, but they work very well together. They're the glue that holds this movie together. You have a lot of great cast members in this movie. You got Brie Larson, Captain Marvel herself is in this movie. So I saw her in a film before, Kong Skull Island. You got Dave Franco, James Franco's younger brother. He's good in this. You got Rob Riggle. I think he's hilarious. He's the villain of the piece. I think he's the principal of the school. Yeah, that they go to, as a to try to bust, get a. Basically, they're pretending to be high school students to get this drug bust to from freaking Rob Riggle, who's the orchestrator of that drug bust. And you got Ice Cube, who is absolutely hilarious. Screw the freaking ride along films. He's much better here as the captain. As the captain of Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. And the film just has a lot of laughs. Like there's a scene in the bathroom where they took drugs and this drug that they ingest and they have to like Jonah Hill's trying to get it out of his mouth, and then Channing Tatum puts his fingers in his mouth. That was funny. The scene where they're tripping, and they see Rob Riggle's face, and it turns into like an ice cream cone. That was funny. The scene where Jonah Hill is singing "I Want to Fly." He's dressed up as Peter Pan, and he's singing. That was funny. The freaking chase scene in the car, that was hilarious. That's a lot of fun. I mean, there's an explosion and everything. This would make Michael Bay cream his pants. It's a very funny movie. Like was very surprised because when I saw the trailers for this and the marketing, I was like, that movie doesn't look that good. It could be a flop, but it was a massive hit. It got a sequel, which I still need to see. I was very surprised because comedies in this decade have been shit. Let's face it. A lot of them have been like bad spoofs or bad sequels or bad remakes or bad just anything, just even original comedies that have been just way too unfunny. This is hilarious, and this was not even meant to be a comedy when the show came out. But there's a cameos from Johnny Depp and from Peter DeLuise. I'm not going to say when it was, but they make a cameo in the film. Love Johnny Depp. I know he's made a lot of bad movies. I get it, but the guy's a legend. It's good to see him here playing a normal guy. He's not playing a character. So, and also there's a small part for excuse me, Ellie Kemper, who is the gorgeous Cutie Pie from one of the bridesmaids from Bridesmaids from 2011. I think she's beautiful. I mean, I can look at her for days. She has a smile that wins me over. She's a very beautiful young woman that can act, and she plays one of the teachers in the school, uh, and she has a crush on Channing Tatum. That's kind of a subplot that goes well into the film. But let's get to the negatives. The film is way too long. I'm going to say that right now. A comedy should only be between 90 to 99 minutes at the very longest. I know this is an action comedy, but look at the running time. It's 110 minutes. That is way too long. There are subplots in this movie that you could easily cut out, put it on the Blu-ray for deleted scenes, and just it makes the pacing go much faster than if you just have a comedy. There were parts that dragged for me when Tatum and Hill are not on screen, and they're just like a lot of I don't give a fucks. I'm like, make these guys, put these guys front and center, and it's R rated. That's definitely another plus. It they can curse as much as they want to. It's violent at times, especially in the second half. And there's some also the party scene. That's another thing that could have been cut. The party scene could have been a lot shorter. You didn't need that sex sandwich that they did. That was just weird and off-putting. That wasn't needed. And just there's a lot of things that they could have cut out. That's my only negative about it because it makes the pacing bad. And I don't like when a comedy just drags. I'm like, please just get to the next scene, please. But the action's good. I like the actions. A lot of gunplay. These two are really well done. The stunt work is good. There's not a lot of CGI in this movie. I don't think comedy needs CGI, even action comedies. Get real blood squibs, get real gore, get real prosthetics, get real, real, not real guns, but, like blanks. Use real bullets. You don't, or, not real bullets. My bad. Just, blanks. You don't have to have CG bullets. It just looks stupid. It's not the Matrix. But here, this is a good movie. If you have not seen this, I would advise you see the film soon instead of seeing any comedies that are coming out this year because a lot of comedies this year just look like crap, and I'm very wary about comedies nowadays. It could go either way. It could be really funny like the Lego Movie, or it could be really shitty like Pixels. There's just bad comedy is some of the hardest things to sit through. Trust me, I've been through that this year in the last 7 years. But this is a good one. I was very surprised. I got this at Best Buy for $2. I was like, I'll see it, and I was loving every second of it. When it was going by quickly. And the fact that this made money, I was very surprised because I was like, I never heard of the TV show, and but it's meta. There's a lot of meta humor, the winking at the camera, but not too much. Like it becomes cringe-inducing, and it was one of the surprises of 2012. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, they're the guys that did the Lego Movie. They know how to make people laugh with references and meta humor, and winking at the camera, being self-referential. That works. It worked in Deadpool, and it works here. And the two leads are fantastic. Brie Larson's beautiful in the movie. I like Ellie Kemper with the small scenes that she has, even though really her character is just there to be with Channing Tatum at the end. But it's a funny movie. Was it entertaining? Hell yes. And I can't wait to see 22 Jump Street. I hope 23 Jump Street happens, or 23 MIB 23. A crossover with them and the Men in Black. That would be interesting. It's something different. It's a crossover we've never seen. And maybe if it gets made, it'll be good. But this is a good one. It's definitely one of the best comedies I've seen in the last 10 years. Action comedy, especially. They didn't hold back with a PG-13 like Ride Along. It's not stupid. It's not women that are not funny like Sandra Bullock trying to be funny in the heat. I'm sorry, that's an overrated comedy that should not have made as much as it did, and it doesn't deserve a sequel. And it's not SJW bullshit like we got last year with Fembusters. This is better. This has better writing. This has one writer for the one screenplay writer, Michael Bacall, better than anybody that wrote Fembusters. The story was done by Michael Bacall and Jonah Hill, so Hill made a pretty good storyteller when it came to writing because he's a lot better than half of these comedy writers today working today. Yeah, because Adam Sandler threw his career away, and so did like Rob Schneider and a bunch of other guys, but Tatum and Jonah Hill, they did a comedy that nobody saw coming. It was a huge hit. The critics actually liked it, and I'm glad they did. They didn't give it a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. and I really enjoyed it. And the fact that the film is a popular film that made money and it came out in March, that is a shocker. And it's a good movie. The ending is very satisfying. It leads up to a sequel bait, which is like you two bitches are gonna go to college, and I'm like, great, setting up the next movie, which I'm gonna see this year. I promise I need to review that sometime this year. But 21 Jump Street was a lot of fun. I want to see the show eventually, but the movie itself, really well done. Very funny, good action, good chemistry between these two men. Very good. And even though it's long, when you get to the ending, it's very satisfying. So I would definitely recommend 21 Jump Street for any fans. Even fans of the show will probably get a kick out of it. And like I said, it has flaws, but it's still really good. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying my new hat because I want to wear it in my videos from now on. This and the Iron Man hat. And remember, also, this is not a kids movie. Do not let your kids watch this if they're under 17 because it is not for them. There's a lot of things they won't understand. But cheers, guys. I'm trying to take it easy. This was a very rough week for me. Bad weather, high blood pressure, and family illness. You understand. But I'm not here to do a guilt trip. I'm here to entertain you guys. You guys are worth it. I love every single second I'm on YouTube because I like to be expressive, man. This is my home. I love being here and entertaining the masses, and that's all I can do. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next review. See ya.